This is Supermonaman Resurrection 2, Venom vs. Crona, Death Battle. With the Symbiotic relationship, parasitic relationships to some degree, but it's really interesting to see. I'm just kidding with Venom no matter what, probably going to see Venom no matter what, but I'm interested to see what people else says about it. Convince me differently. So 3, 2, 1, play.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by AT&T 5G.
We wanted to give a big shout out to AT&T for helping us throw a huge RTX this year. Without them, the show wouldn't have been possible.
AT&T's 5G network is now available nationwide. Whether you're at home or on the go, you'll enjoy coverage in more places.
Plus, AT&T doesn't make it complicated. 5G access is included in all the best consumer limited plans at no extra cost.
For more information on AT&T 5G, visit att.com/5G. It's always nice to have a best friend attached to your head, like me and my shotgun leg.
But these two take their friends even further than that.
Venom, the lethal symbiote and Spider-Man's best frenemy.
And Crona, the deadly demon sword from Soul Eater.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Actual Legos
At the beginning of time, in the
different
faraway
colors.
reaches of space, the
There's
Clinton
different
rose from the
colors.
living darkness. One of these amorphous symbiotes was Venom.
Who was a freaking loser? Hey, don't look at me. All the goop aliens were saying it. So they kicked the poor slime ball straight off the planet.
In its exile, the symbiote underwent a number of misadventures which firmly shaped its personality. It bonded to a heroic Kree soldier rescuing refugees, a violent monster who committed genocide, and apparently Deadpool.
Damn, no wonder Venom's so messed up in the head.
Also, yeah,
The
really.
symbiote was discovered by Peter Parker, your friendly
It's
neighborhood
really
spider.
fast.
It gave him a pretty slick black suit and awesome new
Chocolate
powers.
brains.
But after finding out it was a confused
Chocolate.
raging psychopathic alien, he
Chocolate
decided to
force.
exercise it with the power of
So
Christian growth.
A wise
powers
decision,
has
although a
8
little time, as
signatures.
this event would cause the symbiote
Ew.
to finally meet its greatest partner,
Sound and shit.
Edward
The
Rock.
sound, yeah.
Eddie was a
Sound,
journalist with
I
the
mean, the
unluckiest
sound was
backstory
on
ever. While trying to uncover the identity of a serial killer, he blamed the wrong guy. The same day he published his article, Spidey caught the real killer, who lived right next door to the dude Eddie blamed.
Long story short, Eddie was fired from his job, divorced by his wife, and disowned by his father.
Who already blamed Eddie for his wife dying in childbirth.
On top of all of that, Eddie learned he developed adrenal cancer, with only a few months left to live.
Man, and I thought 2020 was rough. I almost don't blame him for becoming a supervillain.
With all
Such a
hope lost,
yikes.
he begged
Yikes,
God
those
to
tick.
take it all away
Oof,
and got an
those
answer.
tick.
The symbiote.
Just like Captain Planet with their powers
Imagine how
combined, these
obsession
two losers
there.
became a
Such
super
a boss, huh?
monster. Well, no, they actually became a horrifying monster with all of Spider-Man's
So,
powers
monsters
and
and
some.
bunch of
Their
monsters and
mutual
drones,
hatred
huh?
of Spider-Man caused the symbiote to bond to Eddie like no host ever before. They were perfect, a terror in the night, an unstoppable demon. They were Venom.
It even cured Eddie's
We
cancer.
Sort of.
are
It's
Venom.
complicated.
Apart from Spider-Man's webbing and web-crawling powers, Venom can use shape
This is
shifting
very
to mold his
confusing.
body into cool
Over
suit
here.
heads. Swords, shields, tendrils, worm monster things, even wings.
No
Yeah,
sense for
imagine
time.
seeing this guy flying
Gosh,
outside
dude,
your
how
window.
can
At night.
Crawler
Well,
face
good luck
this?
sleeping ever
That's
again.
Venom
terrifying.
can camouflage his entire body,
Can fly, too.
causing severe wounds like impalement and lost limbs. See all around him at
I've
once
heard
and
that,
psychically project
was-
emotions onto
It was
others.
okay.
Normally,
Not
this
sure if
just
it's
makes
great or
people
not.
feel sorry for themselves, like Wiz on Tinder. But one time he convinced a bunch of other symbiotes that life was meaningless and they killed themselves. That's dark.
If desperate, the symbiote can even invade the bodies of others and make them burst from inside out.
Gross. You know,
Jesus.
what if he doesn't want to pop them like a fun
That's
balloon?
horrifying.
Take over their body like a creepy puppet master.
While attached to a victim, Venom can control them by fusing the symbiote to their nervous system, specifically the brainstem and frontal lobes.
That's
Fighting off this
horrifying.
mind control is extremely
That's
difficult
even
unless you have powers
worse,
that can directly
bitch.
counter it, such as another symbiote.
Oh God! Aliens, tentacles, and mind control. Are we sure this episode is rated for everyone, or do we need to start blurring stuff?
Don't worry. Aside from being a horrible mass murderer, Venom's stories are completely wholesome.
Right.
Venom proved a dangerous thorn in Spider-Man's side and frequently ruined his life. Even taking a page out of my favorite book, The Most Dangerous Game, and hunting him on a private island.
Yeah, he was the coolest rival ever. But
So,
over the years,
so we're
things started to
10
calm down
companies
a
now,
bit.
so
Even
train.
teamed up every so often.
See, even with
Was
so
that
much
house?
anger, Eddie had a legitimate
The
desire
what?
to protect others. As a teenager stealing his dad's car,
Fire
he
sales
accidentally
and
ran
towns.
over and killed a child.
Percent
Despite his
reasons.
desire to
Sharon
confess, his
Torrance,
father
not
forced
this.
him to plead innocent and rig the jury. The guilt has weighed him down ever since. So while Venom does have a hunger for human brains, he'd rather eat the face off a criminal than an innocent person.
Venom's as tough as they come. He survived Ghost Rider's penance stare.
What
He's strong
the
enough to toss
fuck?
a tank hundreds of feet up, and
You
fast enough to take
fucking
down
kidding
Spidey
me?
2099, who once caught Mjolnir while it was moving 2,000 times the speed of sound.
Although Venom does not possess the spider sense that allows Parker to react
No
in
sense.
microseconds, he can still keep up with all the usual Spidey gallery. Plus, while symbiotes have a
Doesn't
severe
make
weakness
it
to
okay,
hyper
so-
sound and heat, he's developed resistances.
Yeah,
Like when he took this giant
I'll say.
explosion, or when he survived a sonic scream from some mutant gremlins that shattered all glass within 10 miles.
While he may be tougher to take down than most other symbiotes, Venom never fully overcame his weaknesses. However, his symbiotic genes provide far more help than harm. This includes traits and memories from other hosts, like Scorpion and Flash Thompson.
Wait. Bullets are a genetic trait? How do I pass that down?
Venom would certainly need a lot
Oh,
of firepower
some
to survive an
fucking-
encounter with the symbiote god.
Oh, geez, here we go.
At first, the
The
Super
symbiote
symbiotes
god.
were seen as a peaceful people. But turns out they were actually living weapons forged by the primordial deity Null in an attempt to conquer the universe.
And I bet next up, Marvel decides they're magic maple syrup people from Asgardian IHOP. But okay, cosmic sludge made by alien Satan. Let's go with that.
Despite it all, Eddie and the symbiote have proven they're far more than the dark legacy
Oh,
the
yeah.
Clones were intended for. They've even gained the respect of the Avengers, and eventually considered Spider-Man a friend. Sort of. It's complicated.
And he really is the best pal Venom could have found. And let's be real, he just looks frickin' badass.
Doesn't he? Yeah, right, Ben's on this. We are Venom.
In ancient times, a demonic being known as the Kishin ravaged humanity, nearly driving all mankind into the depths of madness. This monster could only be defeated and sealed away by the god of death.
Why is the literal god of death so goofy looking? You ever seen Death Note? Hell, even Thanos' girlfriend is scarier than this clown.
If you are unfamiliar with the world of Soul Eater, prepare yourself. It's different.
Strange.
One in a return of the apocalypse, Death and his oven mitts founded a school, Death Academy.
Here, warriors called Meisters would train to fight evil using the
Meisters,
power of their
okay.
souls.
They even got neat demon weapons that doubled as people. Together, they learned courage, chivalry, unbreakable friendship. You know, all that anime crap.
Crona Gorgon was not one of these students.
Buckle up, it's all Gloomsville from here. Deal with it.
I don't think I know how to deal with this situation.
Throughout their childhood, Crona was abused by their mother, Medusa, a witch obsessed with the legendary Kishi.
You can see where
Oh,
this
that's
is
pretty
going.
fucking
And Amanda
interesting.
Litherman was such a fangirl, she figured, hey, why don't I make my own Kishin? So she used her child as a guinea pig in a bunch of crazy experiments. That kind of sounds like something you do, Wiz.
Don't be silly, I only use actual guinea pigs. Part of
Gosh,
Medusa's great experiment
so
included
sincere.
bonding Crona to a weapon, much like the Meisters of Death Academy. However, joining with
Yeah,
Ragnarok
stressful.
was a bit more literal.
Ragnarok used to be your run-of-the-mill transforming weapon person until Medusa melted him alive in black blood.
Black blood being another experiment of hers. Crona's own blood is in fact
Scream
the
reference.
same black
Aw,
blood, which
shit.
they can remotely control.
They should
It's
have
used
more
to heal
coverage.
wounds and even harden as a
Because
sort of
it's just
internal armor.
holy.
Cooking rags in black blood turned him into a brand
It's
new
just
weapon
holy.
that was literally
Jesus
poured
Christ.
into Crona's bloodstream.
From that point on, Crona and Ragnarok were two halves of the same person. The meek and tortured child firmly attached to their loud and brazen weapon.
And Raggy has that black blood control too. They can yank poor Crona around like a puppet. They can use black blood to create wings, thorny vines, all kinds of weapons, and big-ass needles. up with that mouth when he transforms into a sword? That thing's messed up.
Like the Meisters,
Really
their
is,
own
honestly.
skill in combat. Amplified by Ragnarok as a technique called screen resonance. Think of it like hooking an electric guitar up to an amp.
Oh man.
Akin to a screeching banshee on LSD.
I didn't know you.
I'm still gonna say Venom's gonna win this. I'm still gonna say Venom's
It's
gonna.
incredibly
still gonna say
causing
Venom's gonna
internal damage to
win
foes
this.
and making
That's
Ragnarok
not
vibrate to
nice.
increase his cutting power. Hey, are you okay?
What?
With this weapon at their side, Crona set out on a quest to become a Kishi, which required quite a lot of homicide.
Yeah, Ragnarok can absorb the souls of dead people, and supposedly enough souls will turn Crona into the Kishin.
I think still think Venom's going to win.
Hundreds of people.
Despite their name, Death Academy wasn't exactly a fan, particularly their star student, Maka Albert.
Don't worry, she and Crona ended up becoming good friends. Until they weren't. Sort of. It's complicated.
As a pawn in Medusa's mission, Crona gained several levels of new potential, notably after gaining or absorbing the powers of the monstrous Black Clown, the demon tool Brew, and even Ashura, the original Kishi.
All of which increased Crona's abilities, especially the Black Blood. Now Crona can turn their entire body
complicated,
into
man,
and
guys.
the slightest touch could inflict madness. That's madness with a capital M, by the way.
This madness is a corruptive effect that causes targeted variants of delusion or obsession, often spread as a wavelength. The wavelength of Crona's mad blood specifically causes violent psychosis.
Crona may be a pawn, but they're a badass. They can cut through a whole ghost ship, cover the moon with sound waves, open the moon's mouth? What the hell is wrong with that moon?
Crona and Ragnarok have held their own against multiple Death Academy students, including Maka, Death the Kid, and Black Star.
Sometimes all at once.
Kid once flew from Nevada to Egypt in less than a minute, and Black Star is even faster. He's dodged lasers and been tracked moving over 20 kilometers in 6 microseconds while approaching
What
Baba
the
Yaga Castle.
fuck?
And Crona's been able to make enough mad blood to crush a whole goddamn
This should be
Ukrainian
saying.
city.
While this
Jesus
isn't
Christ.
named, we can use a similar metropolitan area in Ukraine, Kiev, for instance. With this in mind, Crona must have created over 9 trillion tons of black blood, enough to fill over
I still think Venom's gonna win
Olympic
this.
swimming pools.
Aw,
Crona's a
dude.
big leap from invincible.
Dude,
They've had
that's
their shit
so
kicked in plenty of
badass.
times, and their hardened black blood
So
can't only block
powerful.
so much.
Even then,
Venom's
Medusa's
gonna win
plan
this.
ultimately
Venom's going to win
succeeded. After
this.
years of scheming, Crona absorbed the power of Ashura and became a Kishi.
Well, more like Kishin absorbed Crona, but close enough.
But with the power of friendship, Crona ironically wound up defeating Kishin once and for all. Despite their life being nothing but destruction, Crona was the one who ultimately saved the world.
With an added side effect of a new madness wavelength that makes everyone obsessed with food. Truly a positive effect on people everywhere.
Just give up. I'm tired of trying to figure out how to deal with you.
All
Ah,
bets
fuck,
are set.
dude.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
That sounds so.
Instead of
I'm
chewing on
still gonna
Venom's
say
souls,
Venom's
how
gonna win
about
this.
chewing on
But
blue?
This episode is
I'm
sponsored
still gonna
by
say
Blue
Venom's
Chew.
gonna win
If
this.
you want to increase your
I'm
performance
pretty
confidence in
confident.
bed, try BlueChew.com.
Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same
But if I'm right,
ingredients as Viagra and Cialis.
Day
but if I'm
night,
right,
stomach, try Blue Chew anytime.
no,
Blue Chew
my
is
gut's going.
prescribed online by
I'm Crona's
licensed
gonna win this.
physicians, so you don't have to
Cro-
wait at
no,
the
Venom's
doctor's
gonna win
office
this.
or wait in line
Venom's
at the
gonna win this.
pharmacy,
Venom's gonna
and
win
it's shipped
this.
right to your door in a discreet
Venom's
package.
gonna win this.
Because they're made in the
No,
U.S.
no,
and
no,
sent
I'm gonna do.
repairs and ships direct.
Crona's gonna
They're
win this
cheaper
time.
and more convenient than a pharmacy.
Want Venom
You
to
can
win
get
this.
it delivered straight to your door.
Right now, we've got a
Okay.
special deal for our viewers. Visit
That's-
BlueChew.com
that's where I'm
and
going
your
with
first
this.
shipment free when you use our special promo code
Come on,
VENOM.
rush.
Just pay
I'm
$5 shipping.
Again, that's BLUE.
Yeah, I think Crona's gonna win
.com.
the
Promo
Venom to
code
win so
BATTLE
badly.
to try it for free.
Let's see.
Thanks again to Blue Chew for sponsoring this episode.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
To the followers.
Hello? I want to be alone.
Hey, pay attention, you turd!
Ah, lucky day! 2 brains for the price of 1!
I don't think I can handle this right now.
see everything. The biggest chest here. At least for him to see. Okay, I'll trust.
He's gone? What is he?
We are the ones under your bed, teeth ground sharp, and eyes
Wow.
red.
Nice nightmare for Christmas reference. Nice nightmare for Christmas reference, honestly.
Your blood.
I know. It's black.
Wake up, stupid!
The Lord is laughing all the time. It's creepy stuff that way. Oh, weird.
We are the darkness. We are your nightmare. We are Venom.
I hate you.
That's right.
KO!
Well done, Ren, but I was not
He's
sure
not
about
picking fights with pink-haired anime characters. They're crazy.
Venom was
Alright,
certainly
yeah.
His
Yeah, we're
shape
tired of
different
chasing,
camouflage and multiple
chasing off
weapons
Lucy.
kept Crona on guard. Unfortunately, Venom lacked the power
And
needed
got
to keep up a full-on
destroyed.
fight.
Yeah, Crona matching Black Star's speed makes for a pretty clear difference. Crona could reach Mach 9,000, while Venom only topped out around Mach 2,000.
And while Venom has shown incredible physical
Two
strength,
correct-
Spider-Man to shame,
two
he could never compete with
correct
9 trillion
guesses
tons
in a
of
row.
bad blood.
Which,
Sorry,
by the
honestly,
way,
I think
that
last
precise control of the black
Yes,
blood
that's last
totally
one,
meant
too.
Crona could push out any of Venom's attempt at being a puppeteer.
And Crona's shown even greater feats of
Pretty
strength
much,
as
yeah.
well. Assuming all the moon's teeth are similar in size and
Yes.
stone,
Oh,
is equivalent to lifting over 10,000
nope, nope,
tons.
nope.
Of course,
Nope.
the final nail in Eddie's coffin was the fact that half of Crona's arsenal was sound-based, basically Venom's kryptonite.
Somewhat. Recall that Venom did gain a notable resistance to sound attacks, so we needed to determine if Crona's sonic waves were great enough to effectively harm him.
You know those gremlins who shattered every window in 10 miles with a screech attack? The symbiote barely
Yeah, that's
survived,
awesome.
so that's a good high end to look at.
It takes at least 100 decibels to shatter glass
God,
normally. To cover that much
crazy.
distance, the combined sonic blast must have equaled about 244 decibels. In contrast, in order to engulf the moon, Crona's sonic waves must have reached over
It's
275
life.
decibels.
And yes, that's considering the weird size and shape of the moon. Ugh, just look at that freaky thing.
Sure, 275 doesn't seem that much more than 244, but decibels increase on a logarithmic rate.
Jesus.
Crona's sound attack was actually over 1,000 times stronger.
Vinny for sure wasn't surviving that.
Eddie and the symbiote held their own with versatility.
I'll see you
Crona
next
and
one's
Ragnarok
actually.
combined indestructive power, blistering speed, and an arsenal that could take advantage of Venom's key weakness.
Looks like Venom just got Ragnarok.
The winner is Crona.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. Come back next week to see previews of our upcoming matchups. If you want to watch more stuff, you can click the boxes right around here, and you can always pick up some of
Non-listen
merch at
section.
store.research.com.
Is that what's called non-listen section? Is the song?
Blue team, this is the red team. We are here to destroy you.
I got a tank. People with tanks are never outnumbered.
February 18th. Wait a second. But it's not. Huh. What the hell's going on with it? Is it only on the website? Is that what's going on here? I'm very confused. But if it's only on Richie's website, the next one's Venom, apparently. Yeah, also for the ones that in my hair TV shirt. Oh shit. That means I might have missed it. I could have sworn. Oh, whatever. I'll figure this out in a second, because I'm very confused about that then. So I wrote assumed it was online, but I guess it's, I wrote assumed on YouTube, I guess, on the Richie's website, maybe? I was so glad I showed it a second time, dude. Oh, it's great. Yeah, I can't mind the last show. I really want to go for Venom, but now it's obvious who's going to actually win that. I figure if I get the Zuko still from wrong, I try to get two right in a row. I'll figure this out in a second. I'm very confused at where the hell my team is. And I can't wait to hear this. That's just all it is like though. It's gonna be pretty fucking cool and shit. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be really, really funny. At the end of the video, I would just like to thank my current subscribers on YouTube and my Patreon. And my patrons on Patreon. If you enjoyed the video, please like or comment on my video if you would like to. And if you enjoy my channel, please support me and subscribe. You can find the links to my Patreon and Twitter, as well as links to reactions and videos in the description down below. If you want to support me on Patreon, please do. There are many rewards you can get, and I appreciate it. And like my favorite anime reviewer would say, sayonara, bye bye.